Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again with one more video lecture. In the last lecture, I had discussed about the uses of water. The uses of water can be broadly divided into agriculture, domestic, and industrial use. In agriculture, 70% of the water is used. 70% of the total water is used, and industrial 22% of the water is used, and in domestic needs only 8% of the water is used. Okay, the water can be broadly divided, the use of water that can be broadly divided into three, that is agriculture, domestic, and industrial uses. Agriculture needs, there is 70% of the water that is used in agriculture, and 22% that is used in industrial, and 8% that is used in domestic needs. Agriculture use. Dear students, India is a country where 60% of the people practice agriculture as their main profession. The agriculture depends upon the irrigation for its success. Water is used for irrigating fields through canals, through pipelines, or through drip agriculture. Nearly 60% of the Indian population depends on the agriculture for their living and uses nearly 90% of the all water for irrigation. But with drastic changes in the environment, due to pollutions, due to drastic changes, due to deforestations, okay, due to drastic changes in the environment, the pattern of the monsoon that becomes unpredictable. Otherwise, people of the India, they depend on the monsoons for irrigation. But due to those drastic changes, that monsoon became unpredictable, so farmers nowadays depend upon new techniques for irrigation. They use hand pumps. But the water in the resources, in the soil, in the wells, in the rivers, in the streams, that also depend upon the weak monsoon. Okay, the water and the resources do come from the rains. Thus, a weak monsoon can destroy the fields and affect the yield of the crops. Here are some facts. Percentage of water varies in different living organisms. Trees, 60% of water is in trees. Tomato, 90% of water is in tomato. Elephant, 80% of water is in elephant. Means total body weight. Then in the total body weight, 80% is water. In tomato, total body weight 90% is water. Same in the trees. Domestic use. Water that is used for cooking, bathing, cleaning, we know that water is supplied by the municipality or from wells or bore wells for using, for cooking, for bathing, for cleaning, or for any other activity. Dear students, we depend on water for our daily needs. Okay, we depend on water for our daily needs. We start using water right from the time we wake up, and the water till we sleep in the night. We drink water, we use water for washing, we use water for bathing, we use water for cleaning, and some other things also. Dear students, we generally use the water of the supply from the municipal corporation of our city, or the underground water, the water that is stored in the wells. Okay, the water from these sources is treated in many ways before it is supplied to us at our homes. Water is treated to make it free from impurities. Water is made to harmful microorganisms that are present in the, and impurities that are present in the water. and this water is treated to make it free from those impurities, from those microorganisms. This water that is treated specially to design a treatment plant in the urban areas. In rural areas, however, the 80% of water is used underground water. Okay, in villages, 80% of the water that is used is the underground water, and the water is used directly from the water resource like. Okay, and third use of the water, that is industrial use. Water is used in industries as raw material, solvent, coolant, or for making electricity. What is solvent? Any substance that can dissolve is called solvent. Coolant, a liquid that is used for cooling a machine. So in industries we use water as a raw material, as solvent, okay, as coolant, or for making electricity. For making electricity we use water. And what is solvent? Any substance that can dissolve is called solvent. Any substance that can dissolve, जो dissolve कर सकता है उसको हम solvent कहते हैं. Coolant, a liquid that is used for cooling the machine. Water that is used for cooling the machines. So these are the industrial uses of water. Sources of water. Dear students, precipitation is the form of rain or snow, provides fresh water to our planet Earth. Due to this precipitation, in the form of rain, in the form of snow, fresh water is provided to our planet Earth. Most of the fresh water returns to the oceans through rivers flowing across the globe. The various sources of water can be divided into two main categories: surface water and underground or subsoil water. Oceans. Surface water is surface water. Water present on the surface of Earth is called surface water. It can be classified into three: rainwater, rivers and lakes, and seas and oceans. Okay, surface water, the water that is present on the surface of Earth, that water is known as surface water. It can be classified into three: rainwater, river and lake water, sea and ocean water. Rain, it is the purest form of water. Rain is the purest form of water, which can be used by the humans for different purposes. The rainwater is also used for irrigation. Okay, this is the purest form of water, which can be used by the humans for different purposes. Humans can use that rainwater for different purposes, and the rainwater is used for irrigation. Rivers and lakes. The water in these water bodies comes either from rainfall or melting of snow, like melting of glaciers on the mountains. Okay, in rivers and lakes, the water in these water bodies in rivers and lakes comes from either rainfall or melting of snow or mountains. Okay, the water from these resources is used by the humans and other animals. The water from rivers, the water from lakes, or the water from ponds in villages. The water from these resources that is used by the humans and other animals. Only 0.1% of the water is available for human use in these rivers, ponds and lakes. Okay, only, you have to remember this, only 0.1% of the water is available for human use in these rivers, ponds and lakes. The river water irrigates the land. It flows on, making the land fertile and good for agriculture. The river water, the water of the lakes, that the river water that irrigates the land, okay, irrigates the land. It flows on, making the land fertile and good for agriculture. Sea and ocean water. Oceans are the largest resource of water on the earth. Okay, earths are a huge store of water. Millions of liters of water is present in them. But water is salty. Okay, we know that the water in the oceans they are salty, water in the sea that is salty and is not fit for any domestic or agriculture use. Oceans they are the largest sources of water on the earth. They contain 97% of the total water present on the earth. On the earth, the total water and 97% of that total water is present in oceans, okay, or seas. But this water is not consumable for humans, as I have already told you that, and for agriculture purpose it is not used, as this water contains a great amount of salts. But still this water is very important for water cycle. The water that is present in the seas, the water that is present in the oceans, that is still very important for water cycle. Okay, 97% of the total water that is present on the earth is in seas and oceans. But that water is not consumable for the humans or for agriculture purpose, as this water contains greater amount of the salt. These are the sources of water: oceans, rainwater, river, lakes, ponds, snow-capped mountains. These are the sources of surface water. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the underground water or subsoil water.